Now, I normally don't do this, but Dad, since you're the biggest Lisa fan here in the room, do you want to open the interview? You want to ask her anything?
Your mom's in the audience.
Oh, hi, Mom. What's up? You can ask.
You see, Lisa, we have a lot in common. We're both working out our daddy issues in front of others. So.
Yeah, right. They're all worked out now, but I got this one. Go.
Scott says you do sports casting, so tell me about that.
That's a very good segue. It's hearty and healthy. Yeah, when I leave here, I'll be going live on Sirius from 10 to midnight doing fantasy sports. I do fantasy basketball, football, and baseball. And I love it. I love the stats behind it. I love the new environment I'm run into. It's just some of the nicest people I've ever met. Everyone that's in this sports niche of fantasy is so obsessed with it that we don't get personal with each other. There's nothing weird happening. No one's trying to have sex with me. They just want to beat me at fantasy baseball. And I'm like, that's so great.
What a relief.
Yeah.
How about my fantasy 65 and over baseball team? We play next Sunday. You can come out and
You
cover the
physically
game.
play?
Yes.
I could bring a fire truck just so you guys have. I have some friends in the fire department just so you have some safety stuff if you need it.
Around second base. Coming around.
We'll play a lot better if you're there.
Okay, I'll consider this. Will you send a car?
I'll send the car.
This is my first time ever in Brooklyn. I was
Hey,
like,
how about that?
They sent a car for me.
Lisa Ann takes Brooklyn. That could be the title of your next movie. But, Lisa, you're not actually doing porn. You retired in December of 2014?
I retired from everything. Dancing, shooting, producing, talent agent, all of it. Yep.
And I do want to talk about the new career, but I also want to linger on the old one.
Let's do it. There's a lot of questions people have.
I just want to know how a nice girl from Easton, Pennsylvania, home of such wholesome delights as Crayola crayons and Sally Jesse Raphael.
Don't forget about Larry Holmes.
And Larry Holmes.
Gosh.
Not as wholesome. But how does that little girl become the world's most searched porn star on the internet?
You know, it's really not that hard to succeed at porn. You really just have to show up on time, and they send you a variety of wardrobe lists you have to pack. Use your navigation or Uber if you lost your driver's license, which is very common. So when everyone's like, what are you so good at? I'm like, you gotta understand, I'm like the only non-crackhead that showed up to every single set on time. So people just kept hiring me because they knew I was gonna show up. I don't think I did anything different.
At the end of the day, it's a business.
At the end of the day, it's a business. I understood that I had to go to the gym. I understood that I, needed to take care of how I looked, and I loved sex. So it was like, this is easy, and I showed up on time.
Listen, if I can do it, I would.
There's a big if.
A big if.
Big if.
Yeah, I watched
You
the way
have
I
no
watched.
issues with it, right? If you wanted to do like little gonzo scenario scene, something he throws on the side for some
Just Muppet
it would help pay the phone bill you're paying.
If he would pay me a salary, I'd go for it.
I watch porn the way I watch sports. It's like, this looks like a lot of fun. Can't do it. Can't dunk. Can't tackle. Can't throw a touchdown. I mean, I wish I could, but
You have a lot of common sense.
yeah. But can we trace all this back to a certain appearance on Howard Stern in 1990?
Yes,
Can we?
I was 19 years old, and they used to have people come into the strip clubs outside of Secaucus and scout for Howard's ads. So Howard at the time did Snapple. If you remember, Snapple was new to the world, and Howard was promoting it. He did 1-800-Dial-A-Mattress, and he'd make us jump up and down the bed in bikinis. And P-Touch labels. He'd print out labels and put them on you. My hair was about this big.
Yeah.
My bikini was up to the side about this big. My nails were like this long.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tragic look.
Well, you don't have to picture it because we have a clip. This is from Howard Stern's WWOR Channel 9 show, 1991, I think.
Yeah, that was
That was a big moment for you, though.
for me. I was kind of like Insta, as they call it now, Insta famous in my super fucking small town. It was the beginning of it all. I started to go into strip clubs and tell the owners, I'm not paying you to work here. I was on fucking Howard Stern. You're gonna let me work here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Scott's going to start you on your next career after tonight. See, this is.
What
this
could
is
that
the-
possibly be? Could I be his stylist?
How about new sidekick? How about get you out of here?